Ooh, what's good, Commanders fans, and happy Friday Eve. Great morning. So this video is actually going to be quick because it is the morning. I gotta get ready to go and get some things done today for sure. But I do want to talk about what Ben Standig said yesterday in his podcast with Nikki Zavala. And the reason why we are, or the fan base, we reacted to it on Commanders Kings. The reason why we are reacting to what Ben Standig said is because he's been working with the Athletic for years. Even before then, he's been a beat reporter. He's been in the media for years, for at least 2 decades, maybe longer than that. So we do give some merit, pun intended, for Ja'Cory Krosky, merit. We do give some merit to what he says. Some of his word does hold some weight. I know yesterday I told about another beat reporter and people brushed it off because of what the beat reporter has said in the past. But Ben Standig, I'm not saying his word is gospel, but this is basically what he said. He said, I am going to guess Brian Robinson is not on the week 1 roster. So that basically indicates that they're going to release him. You know, that's what he thinks. He really thinks that they're going to release Brian Robinson, and Brian Robinson is not going to make the 53-man roster, which I think is crazy, and I'm not the biggest B-Rob fan at all. This is another quote from Ben Standig on his podcast. It's called I'm Standig, or Last Man Standing. It says, quote, I'm going to guess Brian Robinson is not on the week 1 roster. I have no insight into that. If Krosky merits on this team, I just don't know how you are sitting him. Now, remember, last year, Adam Peters does interesting things. He traded Jahan Dotson before the 53-man roster was even the final cut nowadays. So Adam Peters last year, we saw that he is not afraid to wheel and deal or make big moves. And I compare this to when Adrian Peterson got cut. I know this is a previous regime, but we had a rookie running back, Antonio Gibson. Rookie year, Antonio Gibson was really good. Like the first 2 years, Antonio Gibson was really good. He had the speed, the burst, the explosiveness. He had the 3 touchdowns against the Cowboys and whatnot. So this is what I'm kind of comparing it to when you draft a guy and you want to move on from, you know, Adrian Peterson was better than B-Rob at that time. Even 38-year-old Adrian Peterson, or however old he was more elusive and did more jump cuts and breaking tackles and stuff like this. This is the thing about B-Rob that I bring up. So forced missed tackles last year, he was ranked 33rd among all running backs per PFF, which is awful. Explosive runs, 10-yard plus runs, was ranked 25th, which is bottom tier in the league. He had 19 of those. Yes, he did miss games. There's other running backs that missed games. J.K. Dobbins missed games last year and still was more productive. Tyrone Tracy for the Giants did not start until Devin Singletary was starting for the Giants. So Tyrone Tracy had more rushing yards. B-Rob ranked 25th in rushing yards with 799. He has never eclipsed 800 rushing yards in his career so far. He's been in the league, 3 or 4 years now? What else really bad or underwhelming? Receiving yards, 159, ranked 41st. You know that's not his forte, so I'm not going to ding him for that. But forced missed tackles, ranked 34th in receiving as well, which is just not good. You know, he doesn't break any tackles, no wiggle. No making something shake. And I know that's not his calling card. His calling card is being more of a bruiser back. But you look around the league and, you know, the running backs that we face, you know, just are better than him. They're just more talented. They're faster. They're more explosive. They have more wiggle. They create more. They do jump cuts. Different things that we just don't see from our running back. And I just feel like the running back position is not maximizing Jaden Daniels' talent. And I know a lot of people are going to argue in the comments and say, hey, the offensive line was banged up last year. Biotis missed a game or was out against the Saints, and Michael Dieter had to start. Michael Dieter had to come in against the Falcons. There was games where C-Rod just looked like the better back between the two. And the last 3 or 4 games of the season, he just did, you know. And B-Rob gets burnt out, man, by week 8. Like week 1 through 8, B-Rob's a dog. But once it hits that middle of the season mark, it's like he either gets banged up or nicked up. And I know he got shot. Was it on U Street, right in front of Ben's Chili Bowl? I know they got the National Guard walking around D.C., just in Georgetown of all places where nothing happens there. But let's get back to football on that. But, yeah, B-Rob, I mean, he's a good back. Like, we need him, though. We do. We need him. Like, he is a good back. I will say that he's solid. You know, like, he's not a sexy running back or anything. Like, he had 8 touchdowns last year, 799 yards. 8 rushing touchdowns, no receiving touchdowns, but like we do need him. But I just feel like, you know, when you have a dual threat quarterback like Jaden Daniels, Like, I always compare to Alfred Morris, like with RG3. Like, RG3 was a dual threat quarterback. Yes, Jaden Daniels was way better than RG3. But you guys get where I'm going with it. Like, Alfred Morris was able to maximize what RG3 could do, and he parlayed that into the home run hitting runs, and we just don't really get that for B-Rob except for the Titans game and maybe the Panthers game and the Cardinals game. Other than that, you just don't get that. Now, as far as trade value, I don't see anybody traded for B-Rob, like, because, you know, this draft, this running back, like, look at Travion Henderson for the Patriots. Like, everybody in the league, their running back room is stacked. I think the worst running back room in the league may be the Cowboys. Other than that, like, everybody, like, even the worst teams in the league, like the Panthers have Chuba Hubbard. Like, he's a dog. Chuba Hubbard is better than B-Rob. Like, even some of the worst teams in the league have better running back play. And, like, even like the Broncos, they've already made moves to bring in guys. Like, who brought in J.K. Dobbins? Was it the Broncos? Like, they signed J.K. Dobbins. Nick Chubb was just signed by another team. Like, the well has dried up for trading for a running back or trying to get another running back. And then this was the deepest draft. Like, guys like Bayshell Tootin would have been like a fourth. What round he going? Like fifth or fourth? He might have been a third round pick last year. So the draft before. So even guys like that, like JCM was a steal. JCM really should have been a fourth round pick. So that's just how good this draft. Mario Hampton is a dog. Caleb Johnson from Iowa is a dog. Like, there's so many backs that just went in this draft. It was a historically, like, the combine, the RAS scores and all that were just off the charts for running back. RJ Harvey. Like, there's so many backs that you can name that teams are probably very, very happy with, or that they already even had last year, except for like the Cowboys. But all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I don't think it's gonna happen. We do need B-Rob to be successful this season. We need him to win for sure. And he is a bruising back that brings a. I like the both of them together. JCM can be that change of pace guy who jukes people out their shoes, makes guys miss in a phone booth, and B-Rob's that tough runner. Like, we're gonna have the common man's version of David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. All right, guys, you guys let me know what you guys think. As always, Ben Sanders said he has no insight on this. This is just a gut feeling because he has been there every day.